Okay, we're going to be making the 7-layer chicken dip. First layer, Rosarita beans. Everything with this recipe is to taste. If you like more beans, you can put more beans in. If you like less beans, less beans. Same goes for the chicken, same goes for the cheese, same goes for your salsa. This is just how I like to do it. There's some prep work done before this, just so this video wouldn't be too long. But I'll go ahead and explain how that got done. It's really not that big of a deal. So your first layer, your base layer, is beans. They're the thickest, they're the heaviest. They will uphold all of the other layers. Try to get it as close to even as you can. If not, no big deal. Second layer is going to be the chicken. We choose chicken because I've had other layer dips before that had no meat. They had stuff like olives and onions, and that was just nasty, so we decided to put something good in it. The chicken. The chicken is sliced, boneless, skinless chicken breast, cooked, and then we use this stuff here. And you use this to taste. This adobo stuff, a little bit goes a long way. It's pretty good, but if you use too much of it, it gets salty. Fortunately, when you're making this dish, even if you go a little bit overboard on the adobo, all the other flavors will soak up the salt. So you really can't, unless you put half that thing of adobo in here, you really can't blow it. And I like a lot of chicken, in case you couldn't tell, because that seems to be the thing that makes this, the ingredient that makes this dish so popular. And this is going for a Super Bowl party tomorrow. There's going to be a hell of people. So we're making this one big, we're making this one thick. And we're maximizing the use of the best ingredients. Okay. Next we have paste. I like the hot pecani. My girlfriend likes the mild pecani. I won out this time. Use the paste hot pecani. If you have another salsa that you like, if you're one of these pico types of people, you could do that for this. I wouldn't recommend it, but then again, like I said, this is built to taste. So that's all good. The hardest part of doing this, the two hardest parts are making the chicken. Got to chop up the chicken. We use quality chicken, it's well worth it. But it's a pain in the ass. The second part is the cheese, but we'll get to that when we get to the cheese. Next, you want guacamole dip. You could use avocado dip. It's really not any different. They're both green. This is actually my least favorite part of the dip, but it blends. And it's like everything else, you know, this thing has got so much going on in it. If there's something you don't really care for, you're probably not even going to notice it because so much stuff's happening. So, could use more, could use less, could not use it at all, and substitute with something that you like, if you can think of something. I think when I post this, you're going to be able to comment on it. So, it's still sticking there. Then the sour cream. Huge fan of this part. Again, to taste. Just kind of station it and spread it. This. So like I said, this looks easy, but when you get done doing the meat and the cheese, that's what really takes the time. The meat's the biggie. Fortunately, Linda took care of that for me last night. So I just get the glory part. That goes there. Spread it around. It gets a little bit soupy, but it's no big deal. We'll see after we put the cheese. The cheese kind of locks everything down. all they're going to be seeing, your guests are going to be seeing, is wonderful cheesy goodness. Done with that. Alright, here's the other big deal part. Cheese. Yes, we use a lot. We use a ton of it. This is cheddar, Tillamook cheddar, sharp cheddar, and then pepper jack cheese. You can use the pre-grated, pre-mixed stuff at the store, but I do not recommend it, because if you get the stuff off the block, you grate it yourself, it's got way better flavor, way better texture. It's not these little tiny, you know, cheese waves. It's, you know, you get some serious cheese here. I think we probably grated too much. But again, cook to taste. Some of us really like our cheese. And like I said, as you see, the cheese is kind of locking this soupiness down. When you're transporting this thing, I highly suggest you taking this. This is just a portable foil pan that we get at, I think, Costco. It's pretty deep, but this sucker is going to weigh a lot, so you're probably going to want to go ahead and put it on a cookie sheet to transport it, because if this thing bends in the middle in your car, man, just don't say you weren't warned. Just kind of get the cheese on there. Give it a bit of foundation. Yes, I did make too much cheese, but we're making tacos later tonight, so this will probably all work out well. It's a nice thick layer. When you're eating this thing, my friends do it many different ways. I'm a savage. I dip a Tostito scoop right into this thing. That's probably rude. Some people actually scoop this out on a plate. It's probably easier to eat that way. I like the Tostito Scoops chips. Those are pretty good. And then here you go. You got, for garnish and for heat, sliced jalapenos. Just get the kind that you'd use for standard nachos. Used to just put a few on. They're finding they're actually really popular part of the dip. They end up disappearing, so I took the hint and added a few more. Probably gonna be one short. Fortunately, we can deal with that. Alright, there you have it. So there's your famous 7-layer chicken dip. Your first layer is the beans, second layer is the chicken that's been cooked in adobo, third layer is your salsa, fourth is your guacamole, fifth is your sour cream, sixth is your mix of cheeses. I like to use 2, but then again, if you got something else going on, that's all good. And then seventh is your jalapenos. They're kind of a garnish. So there it is. That's how to build it. Quick and easy version. If you have any other ideas, like I said, I think you're going to be able to post comments on this. Post them, because I'm always open to try something new. So anyway, have a good one.